Hey, ciao, my friends. How you doing? Charles here. Have you had this? It's the stupidest name ever. Stone Delicious IPA. Oof, phenomenal. 7.7% alcohol, but it's a good one, you know? It's a really good beer. Anyway, my friends, funny story. This will be my first upload on YouTube in probably 20 days, you know? Last time I uploaded, I was in a rut, you know. It's really difficult to move to a totally new location, and all that, you know. But I came to terms with it. Got my beard done. How do I look? I hope I look better than I did last time. It was getting bushy. Last 20 days I looked rough, so I woke up in the morning. It's like, oh my god, I just felt like shit. I looked like shit. But now I feel good. Okay. Anyway, funny story, my friends. If you follow me on YouTube or follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you probably saw my picture. You know, I try to share all of my positive encounters with my people. Okay. My people, because I share the same passport as my people. And it's really awesome to know how many of my people I know. Listen to this story, okay? Yesterday, I'm at work. I'm doing this part-time job. We're launching this delivery service this coming Monday. It's been taking longer than anticipated, but anyway, it's going to be launching this coming Monday. So I took another job. Just to keep me busy and out in the sun, as you can see, you know, I'm sunburnt. Oh, but look at this. This isn't burnt, but this is. But anyway, I was there working on boats and stuff. And I was talking to one of my coworkers, an American, and we're looking out. We saw this white truck pull up into the back lot. And he said, that right there, that guy in that truck, I think his name is, or he said, no, he didn't say think. He said, see that guy in the truck? His name is Darko. And I said, Darko? I said, Darko, he has to be a Serb. And he says, yeah, I think he is. And then Darko gets out of his truck and he goes, he's down at the end of the pier. I'm way out on a boat. And I was like, and I say, hey, Desi, Darko. And Darko goes, I get out of the boat. I walk down the pier. I get close to him and he says, Charles? He said, I met you in 2013 in Zrenjanin. And I was like, no shit. I said, what are the odds? You know? 2013, Zrenjanin. 2021, I meet the same guy right here on this island, you know? Unbelievable. Mali Svet, right? You know, unbelievable how some of these stories work out. But listen, this isn't even the best part of the story. The funny part of the story is still to come. Okay, the reason I met him in 2013, he was playing American football. And not to pat myself on the back here, by any means, I'm not doing that, but this ties into the story so you'll understand it. When I moved to Zrenjanin in 2010, 2011, long term, I noticed they had American football clubs in Serbia and baseball. I had no clue that they had that there, but they did. And they're very successful. Serbia, the Serbs are great at every single sport you throw in front of them. They're very athletic people. It's in their genes. You know, their body makeup is perfect for American football. Big, wide shoulders, tall, muscular, tough, mean, stubborn, makes up the Serb. So it shouldn't have surprised me they had it. It was just odd because in Europe, it's not all that popular, you know. But anyway, I saw that they had these teams. I saw the equipment they're using in their training facilities. And I'm like, holy fuck, are you kidding me? How can they better themselves with these horrible training facilities and this equipment that looks like it's from a garage sale? You know, Horrible. So I thought, why not reach out to my local community? I'm from a small little community in the middle of Illinois. So I made some Facebook posts. I reached out to the local high school that I went to. And long story short, I had a number of local people. I was in the newspaper. They did an article about me in the newspaper. It said, local man moves to Serbia, tries to help Serbia with sports, whatever, sports equipment. One of my cousins, Travis McGee, he married my cousin, actually, Marisha McGee. Oh, Babato Izvini. But anyway, he reached out to me. He's a local football coach. In the USA, we get new equipment all the time. We have like booster clubs in high school who raise funds. They'll sell hot dogs and stuff to raise new equipment. So we're constantly replacing equipment. The used equipment in the USA, for a country, not insulting Serbia in any way, but the equipment that we throw away here in the United States is really good stuff in Serbia. So this was used football, 78 sets. Okay, that's a lot. Helmets, pads, pants, everything. You know, it was a really good deal. He said, "Would you want this, Charles?" I said, "Yes, please." But then I thought, okay, he brings it out to my parents' house. I'm in Serbia, and I'm like, how the fuck am I going to get it from my parents' house in the middle of Illinois over to Serbia? You know, that is my mission. I didn't have a job at the time in Serbia. I was just living on my savings. I had quite a bit of money, but I was just going out and doing all fun stuff and trying to find a way to be nice and help the local people, you know? So I reached out. I heard about an organization called, I forget the name of, forgive me, the Princess Catherine Karađorđević Foundation in Chicago. They have a really good organization that helps Serbians, Serb kids in Serbia, and does lots of good things. Not to promote them, or I know some people might be against their agenda or whatever, but they do a lot of donations and stuff. Okay. I reached out to them. They said, "Oh, wow, we would love to help get that stuff from your ranch." It was in 3 hours south of Chicago. So they sent a driver to pick it up, bring it up to there. And then they helped get a truck to bring it. This is another part of the story. I had to find, once I get it to Chicago, how am I going to get it to Serbia? I reached out to the embassy. The embassy said, "Yeah, we can do it, but you'd have to bring it to Ohio, and we have to go through all this." We had to fill out lots of papers to do some government type, have the government involved. And I was like, this is complex. I found a Serb who owns a barge, and he brings a lot of things from the USA on a ship to Kotor, Montenegro. Long story short, I reached out to him. He said, "Yes, Charles." I talked to him on the phone. I said, "Yeah, I've got 78 sets of football stuff. I want to get over. I don't have a lot of money, but I really want to help Serbia." He's like, "You know what? I would love to do this for free. If you get it down here to Florida," he said, "we'll put it on there and I'll ship it to Kotor." Okay. So this was so cool. I've never had experience in doing anything like that. I'm not the smartest guy on the planet. But Princess Catherine organization, I talked to them. They were kind enough to find a driver, bring it to Florida. My friend down there who owns the company was nice enough to throw it on the ship. Then it gets to Kotor. Long story short, they picked it up, brought it to Klek. It was a Klek Knights in, Klek's a little village in the option of Zrenjanin. And that kid played for that team, you know? And so just that connection shows you how small the world is, you know? I thought that was a fascinating story, you know? And anyway, the equipment got there, they distributed it, and they were able to start a new team, youth league, because of the equipment and everything. So just really, really cool stuff. And that just shows what you can do whenever you're bored and you want to reach out to people, you know? But anyway, what else? Oh yeah, here's the funny part of the story. 10 minutes later, I know I talk a lot. I'm sorry I'm boring, but I wanted to bring this all together, okay? The funny part of my encounter with Darko here in Martha's Vineyard, when he said, "Charles, I met you in 2013 in Zrenjanin." A little bit later, he said, "You know where we met in Zrenjanin that is really strange, ironic? We met," Zrenjanin is broken into like Zelenopolje and different things, different parts of the city. "And we met in a place called Mali America, you know, fuck. That is so wild to me. I met some guy, 2013, young man, football player that I helped bring over the equipment. We met in a place called Mali, America. 8 years later, right? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 8 years later, I meet him here in America randomly. Man, that just fascinates me, you know? Where would I be without this country? You know, I've thought of that so many times, and that's a scary thing. Everything I do in my life revolves around this. Everywhere I go, I bump into a Serbian. Every movie I watch in the credits, I notice there's a Serb name. It doesn't end. If it wasn't for that argument in 2010, when I was fighting with a guy named Dragon, I thought it was, and he wouldn't have invited me to Serbia, May 28, 2010, I don't know what I would be doing, you know? Since right now, for the last 10 years, my life revolves around this, you know? Just goes to show every tiny encounter you have with somebody can totally alter your life, you know? Anyway, yeah, and since that point, you know, on this island, the Serbs here, numerous Serbs. One Serb owns a car detailing place. He bought a home here, over $1 million home. Every home here is $1 million. You know, another friend owns this sushi restaurant. Another Serb, 2 Serbs own this Italian restaurant here. Numerous other Serbs are here. I have 4 or 5 just message me here in the last week. Say they're here. They want to meet. I just don't have time because I'm trying to do a million things. You know, this friend Darko owns a boat detailing company. Such good people with such an unbelievable work ethic, you know? It's just amazing. I'm very proud that I have this citizenship and can be grouped in with these fine people, you know? I'm not trying to kiss Serbian ass. Well, I'm kissing my own ass, I guess, right? Anyway, blows me away. I'm a proud man, and I'm out of beer, so I gotta go. Anyway, my friends, I'll talk to you later. Ciao, ciao.